Hello and welcome to our presentation. Here, we're going to talk about biomedical innovations for hospitals of the future. This presentation was made by Khamis, Budur, Ivan, Noor, and me, Tiyaqa. Let's start by talking about the summary of all contents and processes we went through. 1. Healthcare in UAE, and how the healthcare system delivers high standards of healthcare to all the population. 2. Trends and challenges, where we found 29 trends and 16 challenges. 3. Stakeholders and pain points. The stakeholders were 26 and 64 pain points were found. 4. We're going to take a look about stakeholders' pain points and what are the possible solutions. 5. Architecture of the hospitals, departments, and workflow, and how will the hospital of the future be? Last but not least, number 6, the medical technology innovative idea that we came up with that may solve most of the pain points that stakeholders face. Let's start, beginning with an introduction about healthcare system of the UAE. Following up with the trends and challenges affecting the healthcare, there are many trends, as we said, 29 trends and 16 healthcare challenges. And as you can see over here, we selected some points of the biomedical engineers' challenges to show you. Next, following with the stakeholders in the UAE, and as we said, there are 26 stakeholders and 64 pain points. Going to the department challenges with solutions. Here, as you can see, there is a layout picture of the hospital with some of the departments with their challenges and some solutions. As we said before, those are 5 stakeholder points with 13 possible solutions. Next, as you can see, here is how hospital architecture and workflow engage with patients. There are some pictures of the future hospital with the patient engagement model. Next, here is the medical technology innovative idea that we came up with. Of course, lots of innovative solutions can be found for each department in the hospital, but here we want to connect all the pain points together to produce an innovative idea that help all the departments. The solutions we chose are 1. UVC lights. UVC lights will always keep the hospital safe and free of bacteria and viruses. This can help also solve the main pain points that hospitals have, which is the budget financially, as the money spent on the detergents will be used by doctors and get equipment needed. 2. RTLS. What is RTLS? It's real-time location system. This will help nurses find the medical equipment faster, which will help them start their procedure needed with the patient, which will decrease the capacity, and patients will be satisfied by how fast the procedure went. Let's start talking about UVC lights more. So due to the sanitization that is made in the hospitals usually, 5 to 15% of the patients get HAI, which is a healthcare-associated infection due to the detergents used. A study made in Italy says that 6.7% of patients get HAI. But does UVC lights really kill germs? Let's see. So UVC lights kill bacteria and viruses by changing their DNA and tRNA. And as you can see here in the graph, you can see that most of the UVC lights are safe. And yes, they are efficient. They can kill bacteria and germs. Going to the workflow diagram of the potential solution, first of all, our UVC light will be connected with a sensor for detection of movement. Second, when the normal lights are on, the UVC light will be off and the sensor will stay on. When the normal lights are off, the UVC lights will be on, the sensor will stay on to detect any future movements. This was a simple explanation about our project. Let's go to the other idea. Our other idea is RTLS, which is Real-Time Location System. And according to Nurse Time Survey, nurses spend at least an hour looking for necessary items during an average hospital shift, which is a lot. And RTS will be helping reducing the search time for misplaced assists, reducing equipment's movement, improving safety and security, and much more, of course. Let's go to the last but not least workflow diagram, which is the steps. Step 1. All the equipment must have the RTLS tags. Step 2. The doctor will open his phone, click on the search button, write what equipment they want. Of course, by connecting to the IoT system and to the Wi-Fi system in the hospital, the application will show them a small map that can show them exactly where the application is, and it will be written as items found, please follow the green line. To conclude everything, let's recap what we have talked about today. So 1, we talked about the healthcare system and how it works. What are the challenges that affects it? 2, what are the challenges that biomedicals go through? 3, we saw all the stakeholders and what pain points they go through. 4, we have discussed different challenges involved in the hospital departments and how they can be solved. 5, how the future hospital's architecture departments and workflow will be. Last but not least, our innovative ideas that will help solve most of the common pain points there in the healthcare system, which were the UVC lights and the RTLS. Thank you.